is missing or overlooked. The complete picture cannot be assembled, and the truth cannot be revealed.
Call Wettermark Keith, the name you know and trust.
One of our greatest treasures here in Chattanooga proper has to be the Siskin Children's Institute, and one of the highlights of the year every year with Siskin is their annual Star Night. They're throwing it again this year, coming up on September 25th. Stephanie Altman is here to get us excited about the night. Great to see you.
Great to see you too. Thanks for having me.
So I laughed with you when you came walking up the steps, and I said, okay, are there actually tickets available? Because y'all have always in the past brought in these great names for the entertainment, and they sell out like that. It's still going to sell out, but you've pivoted, as they say, this year. You're doing it a little differently.
Yeah, so this year we really wanted to highlight our stars, our providers, our team, our families, everyone who's really stepped up over this really challenging year. So the stars this year are going to be the Siskin community.
I like that.
And the party is still going to be one heck of a party. And we do still have tickets available, some sponsorships, although some of our sponsorships have sold out. But we're looking for more individuals to come celebrate, companies to support the work, and we know it's going to be a really fun time.
Well, you know, I opened it up by talking about the treasure that Siskin is, and it began, as you well know, with a vision, right, all those years ago with Mose and Garrison Siskin, and like anything good, it just built one success after another. But it couldn't be what it is if it weren't for the staff that you have, and then the families who come in and give right back alongside.
Absolutely. We aren't who we are without our providers, our teachers, our families, our therapists, and the community that supports us. We couldn't do what we were doing without the community support.
You have found ways over the years to expand what you do. But services you provide as well.
You want to hold on to that entrepreneurial spirit of giving back. What does the community most need? And listen to those needs. Our Early Learning Center is still an incredible space, but we've added to it. So now we have a medical center, we have therapy services, we have home intervention, we have family voices, which help parents. And we do it all for the kids to make sure that they get an interdisciplinary opportunity to become their best selves.
So you didn't have to shut down in COVID. Your teachers were able to be there, right?
Yeah, so our Early Learning Center stayed mostly open.
Yeah.
And then our doctors and therapies were able to continue services as well. We did turn a bit more to telehealth. We're not sure the future of that yet, but it's been such a gift for the families to just be able to have access to the care that they need.
So often when you hear about fundraisers that take in the case of Star Night, it goes back into your annual fund. And how fortunate, because I'm sure that annual fund became very useful over the course of this last year.
Exactly. What that means is the dollars go to the services that need it most. We can't necessarily anticipate what service is going to be the highest demand year to year, what we're going to need to add, what families we're going to need to support. And by putting that money into the annual fund, we're able to use it as it's needed.
I'm not good with numbers, so I'm sorry if I'm setting you up. Do you have any idea how many families you serve at Siskin?
I know last year in the medical center alone, we served over 3,000 families.
I knew it was going to be high.
Yeah, and that doesn't include the therapy center, the home intervention, the early learning center, or our Nashville Pediatric Center.
Yeah, okay, so to that end, you have, again, expanded. So you were talking about the telehealth and what had been at-home care that you could kind of provide, sending your team out to assist parents in what they can do to make the home environment more supportive for their kids. That's not just in Hamilton County. You're extending a pretty far county radius.
Yeah, we actually opened a second clinic in Nashville after we realized how many families were traveling hours to come to our services, the high demand in Middle Tennessee, and so we were able, right before COVID, to sneak in there and open another center. And so now we've really got bookend from Middle Tennessee all the way east, and we do still have families coming from neighboring states as well, so we're hoping to just be able to serve as many kids as possible.
Okay, so you can do that better if people will get those tickets for Star Night coming up on September 25th. You said it's going to be a big party. What can they expect?
a great night of dancing, eating, drinking, and learning a bit about our mission too. We are going to hear from a family that's benefited from our services, hear from our CEO talking about the growth vision that we're discussing now, and just celebrating the fact that not just we made it through this year, but the long history since 1950 that we've been able to serve this community.
For anybody watching who might need your services and they're just now thinking about you as a resource, does it begin with a referral from a pediatrician, or can they just pick up the phone and call?
The services come through the referrals through the pediatricians, but if they have questions, they're welcome to call. We do have Family Voices, which helps families navigate through these confusing times. We know that as soon as someone hears that they need a diagnosis, a million questions come up. So we want to help them through the process too.
And early intervention still the key?
Yes, absolutely. The earlier the better.
So here is how you can get in touch and learn how you can get your ticket, because they will go quickly. Do not wait, do not wait, do not wait. Siskin Star Night coming up on September 25th. All the information you need right there on your screen. And if, again, you are a family or you know of a family who might be able to benefit from their services, please give them a call. That is why they are here, and we're raising money for them. Great seeing you, Stephanie.
Thank you so much.
Hey, neighbor, I thought you got something to keep the leaves